Welcome to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. Mystic Radio is brought to you by Freedom with Joy. If it's Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio. Robin and I welcome our listeners from all over the world to call the show today. It's your calls and questions that make our live call-in shows so intriguing. So to talk to Robin today, give us a call now. Toll free, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Now, this is Robin.
This is Robin. This is Robin Alexis, as a matter of fact. And we are very honored to join you in this sacred hour of healing. And some of you out there, I'm really feeling a vibe. You're connecting with me and some mystical events that are going to be happening on Mount Shasta. So just go ahead and feel into the vibe if you're one of those folks with me. Right now, we're on Mystic Radio during this sacred hour, which is an experience, not an explanation. It's completely based on our callers and what their one question is that they call in about. Do they need some sort of spiritual solution for something going on in their life? Are they desperately seeking clarity about something? Is there something going on in their heart that they need to talk about? Or do they want to know what their past lives are for a whole host of reasons? Do you have past lives with people that you're in coexistence with right now that may be troublesome, but it's actually based on a past life? You want to get that sort of thing cleaned up, you want to call into the show. So remember, when you call in with your one concern, don't surrender your free will or personal responsibility to me, because we're all accountable for our own thoughts, words, and deeds. The intention of Mystic Radio has always been to help you to know, trust, and act upon your own intuition. Bob?
If you have a metaphysical question for Robin Alexis today, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, the phone number is 425-373-5527. Call us now. Now, when you call in, or if you're on hold, you have one question to ask Robin, so make it a good one. She can be of service to you in many ways. She can teach you how to get the clarity about the choices you have to make in life, or she can rebalance your energy. Whatever your personal or professional concerns are, Robin is present right now to take your calls for this 1 hour a week. Now, Robin is extremely efficient at getting powerful psychic information for you very quickly live on the air. So take these numbers down now. Give us a call. If it's busy, wait till somebody hangs up and call us right away. The phone numbers are toll-free, 888-298-5569, and locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. So this is our last show on Wednesdays at 12 noon, because the live call-in version of Mystic Radio is moving to Fridays at 11 a.m. starting July 28th, 2023, and that is a week from this Friday. We've been working with this fabulous board op, Eric, for the better part of 15 years, and to celebrate this, we've asked Eric to introduce our callers today so you can experience the person who has pulled Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis together on the air for all these years. Welcome, Eric.
Hey, good afternoon, Bob and Robin. It's Eric Ryder. So happy to be with you all these years, and happy to work with you, of course, today on, this is it. This is the final Wednesday show. Is that correct?
It is correct, and we're moving to Fridays a week from this Friday at 11 a.m.
And Eric, you've really been very adept at many things, but I think the fact that you've worked with Bob and I, who are such unique personalities, you know, you've always been able to manage how out there I can be, and you also manage how fastidious Bob is to make sure that the show is like OCD perfect, and you've managed, you really have managed the arc of our individuality very well to help us with this show.
Oh, well, thank you. It's been a pleasure, though.
Aw, thanks, Eric. We love you.
And so we have a great show for you coming up today with our courageous callers. Now, callers, please take your phone off speaker and turn off your radio or computer before you get on the call with Robin. I am going to play the gong to clear the energy for the show today, and then we will get to your questions for Robin. How many gongs today, dear?
3.
clearing the energy for the show today. Clearing. And we're ready to go, Eric.
Wonderful. Let's take our first caller. We've got Debbie in Austin, Texas on the line.
Debbie, welcome to Mystica Radio. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hi, Robin. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I understood what you said about you're moving your show to 11 a.m. starting this Friday, July 28th. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. We will be live on the air coming July 28th, Fridays, 11 a.m. Pacific.
And you are in Texas,
Pacific,
so that would be
okay.
1 p.m. on Fridays.
Oh, yeah, I'm Central Time. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is, actually, Wendy Rose Williams referred me to you and told me or suggested that I call in to you. And I've been, my issue, my main issue is money, financial job, or lack of thereof.
Okay, well, I'm already picking up information. So there's definitely an energy block, and this is going into previous incarnations as well. So I'm just talking to your higher self to see where we're going to approach this. And the first thing we're going to do is break a curse. And let's see how we're going to do that. There's a timeline issue presenting here with the curse, meaning that it's like if you break it in one timeline, then it just reinstates in another. So I'm actually tracking this curse back to previous incarnations. And let's see how far back we're going to go. It looks like maybe like the 1500s. I see you as a female, and you're a very outspoken female. I see you've been arrested, if you will. I see you being brought before some man who's in charge of something. And what I see you doing when you get to this man who's the authority is you spit on the ground and you curse that person. And so what has happened is the curse actually has made its way back to you, and that's why it keeps repeating itself. So let's find out why you were so upset that you felt that that was your best tool to use in that situation. And I'm hearing that's not necessary to find out. So let's just know that probably anyone listening to the show today, we all somewhere, somehow, probably have cursed. We may have cursed ourselves. We may have cursed someone else. But the way curses work is they eventually come back and they end up as a curse on one's own being. And so what I'd like you to do, Debbie, is just imagine that the woman that you were in that past life, who, you know, was so outraged that that was the choice she made, why don't you go to her and have a conversation with her and say that you're from the future and that you understand that she was really upset. She probably had very good reason to be that upset, and that that was the tool that she chose to use, but you would like to null and void out that curse because it's come back around to haunt on you. Actually, she's taking your hand. And she says she's been waiting for you to come back and get her. That what happened in that is that she did the curse incorrectly, that she actually did know better than to do it in the way she did, meaning that one that she's saying, not me saying, because I don't really know, I'm just saying what she's saying. She's saying that when one does a curse, one should be in the right mindset so that they prevent that sort of thing from ricocheting back on themselves. And you must have known that in that lifetime, because you're saying that you're realizing that if you had gone about it differently, then it wouldn't have come back to haunt you. So let's just have you take in whatever you learned in that moment, and then let's have you let go of the emotional charge on all that. And then let's have you walk up through time and clear any curse energy and any repercussion energies around that, any karma, past, present, parallel, future, throughout all time, space, and beyond, 7 generations back, and 7 generations forward, throughout every single lifetime, until you bring that wise woman to the presence of now. And forgive her what she made a mistake. It's okay. Let her come back into your heart and let yourself feel the blessing There it goes. Can you feel that at all, Debbie?
Kind of.
What are you kind of feeling?
Kind of a lighter in the heart area.
Perfect. Okay, so that part of you probably was a pretty wise woman who just lost it for a moment. So let's go ahead and have the wisdom that you know from that lifetime and the wisdom you know from other lifetimes. Let's see if this is the moment in your life where you're willing to accept the wisdom from your previous incarnations and let that learning be in you, and then also let any emotional charge move out around that. And there you go, right there. That's beautiful. Now, I'm feeling to speak in another language, and let's see if it's going to pass through, or no, it's coming through, and it's some sort of a chant. And it has something to do with the way that you've begun to do your work. And it starts out with, if it be thy will. So there's a part of you who used to make commands, whether they were curses or whatever, and you wouldn't necessarily ask if it be thy will. You would just do whatever you were guided to do in the moment. And you seem to have gotten to a place where you want to attach into, let's call it the life force of the gods. And you want the wisdom that they know to combine with the wisdom you know, and from that place create what it is that you intend. That looks much better to me. Did you feel a shift with that one? Just yes or no on that one, Deb.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Well, that was beautiful. A lot of deep work was done, and you can call back into the show again, or maybe you'll be able to work with Wendy, too, to keep assimilating what just happened for you. I see a lot of freedom and permission for you to straighten around your finances and move into abundance. I see the seal of prosperity with you, as a matter of fact. So, Debbie, good luck, and let us know.
I will. Thank you so much.
Thanks. And don't forget, 1 o'clock at your time, 11 o'clock Pacific time. Mystic
Thank
Radio's
you.
moving to Fridays on July 28th.
Yeah, and any past life where, when women were put down, women would use whatever power that they could conjure up to try to experience equality. And, we did what we could do, and now we're still going to do what we can do, but we want to do it in a place where we're not lugging around any baggage from the past that would interfere with our ability to be sovereign and empowered and in our true essence. And so I think what Debbie's doing is really beautiful and a lesson for all of us to take in the wisdom and let the rest go. If the wrinkles on your face are from happy stuff, leave it. If the wrinkles on your face are from bad stuff, let it go.
So, after that, if you have a metaphysical question for Robin Alexis, the toll-free number today is 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-3735-527. Call us now, get in the queue. So, Eric, who do we have coming up next?
All right, let's go to our second caller. We've got Dolores on the line calling from New Hampshire.
Welcome, Dolores, to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hi, Robin. My friend Kelly referred me to your show. I lost my husband suddenly, and I'm just trying to figure things out. If he's around, or does he have something to say to me or something?
Well, he's got a lot to say to you. I've got God bumps here. Were you with your husband for a long time?
50 years.
Yeah, that's what he's coming through and telling me, that you've been his girl for a long time, and he is assuring you that you are still his girl. He's saying that he had a hunch that it was his time to cross over and that he wanted to go out with a bang. He wanted to...
Oh, my God.
What does that mean to you, Dolores?
That's what he said. If he ever had to go, he would go out with a bang. Okay,
so you really know that he's here, and So he's here, he's smiling. He's saying you put a smile on his face before he left, and that he's going to keep it there for eternity. That on the other side where he is, kind of the guys get together and they joke around about how they created their death experience. And he says that, some are like, oh, geez, we should have done it like him, because some of them are saying like, yeah, we got a stroke and we were stuck in like a wheelchair and we couldn't do anything, but then other guys are kind of strutting around going, we did it better. So there's a group of men that have camaraderie, if you will, and your husband is one of the ones who has that support on the other side, and jovial actually, and then he's looking back at his life with you and the family you created, and he has a lot of joy in his heart. Is there anything you'd like to say about this, Dolores?
You just say you hit everything on the nose, right on target.
Okay. Well, I can feel your grief, and I can feel him putting his arm around you. So he feels almost ghost-like, if you will. He says he travels a lot, though, Dolores. I don't know if he did that when he was also living with you, where he travel a lot, but he's traveling a lot in spirit, meaning that sometimes he's hanging out with the guys on the other side, and sometimes he kind of kick back, and all of them are looking back at their families and kind of going over things, and then sometimes they come in and they're actually like in your home. And in this case, the energy is that he's able to put his arm around you. Now, have you felt anything moving in the house, like a sudden thing happening, something will fall, maybe a picture off the wall, or, a light will go off and on, anything of that nature?
Yeah, I've had lights flickering, and then
Okay.
I've felt like someone touched my shoulder.
Well, you know who that is then, don't you?
Yes,
So,
I do.
okay, Dolores. So I know it's very, very, very difficult to lose a loved one. And, for people who are listening to Dolores and I, yes, it's comforting to have the metaphysical communication and know that they're still there, but it doesn't make the grief process any easier, right? So there's like, yes, I can connect with how my husband is now that he's out of his body, but I also feel the loss of how he used to be. And so to be able to expand yourself to feel all of that, and to, it's just very, very difficult, isn't it, Dolores?
Yeah, very.
Now, do you have any other girlfriends who are also widows?
No.
Yeah, see, that is very difficult too.
I don't talk to her though no more. I used to talk to her. She lost her husband 6 months before I lost mine, and was 72.
Okay, so you do have at least one person you can talk to?
Yeah.
Okay, and it might be helpful for you to go to my website. I have this thing on my website called Reiki Healing Portals, and if you don't know what that is, Reiki is a form of either hands-on healing or it can be remote healing. And I've created these things called Reiki portals, and when you turn them on, you will definitely feel loving energy. And there's this music that you can turn on. It lasts about 9 minutes. And what your husband wants you to do is use the Reiki healing portal that's called the Myth Buster. And the Myth Buster healing portal, what it does is it clears things genetically. It clears what they call epigenetics. So in other words, if, like any of your kids have any kind of health issues or emotional issues, something like that, that was maybe something that was genetic, passed down, to have a predisposition to that, by using the Mythbuster Reiki Healing Portal, you can clear that. Your husband is saying that you have one child who has some concerns for what his future is going to look like. And the father is saying that this child is going to straighten himself out. He will get married, he will have children, he will be very wise, and he will be very tender, and that he will take everything that he's learned, and he will just be an extraordinary husband and father and good person. And so just please let that child know that Dad knows that it's going to be okay. Does that make sense to you, Dolores?
Yeah, I do. I have a son that's like that. Maybe he needs reassurance.
Well, he would do well having a session to have past life clearing work done. So you could maybe have him call into the show, and I could work with him that way. Or maybe he could book a private session, and I could help him quite a bit, because he's got some things to do, and his dad's looking out for him. So let's get it done.
That sounds good, Robin. I'll go in online, and I'll look at the portal. I'll talk to Kelly. Kelly knows a lot about your show and everything. She's the one that referred me.
Okay.
And when you go to the website, where exactly can you find your portal?
At RobinAlexis.com, right on the home page, it will say Reiki Healing Portals, and you click on that, and then there's 3, and there's one for what I just talked about, Mythbusters. I just started sensing Kelly and the kids and just feeling really good about stuff. Okay, all right. We got to go to break. I could talk to you forever, Dolores. You take care.
Thanks for the call, Dolores. If you want to talk to Robin today, toll-free numbers 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. This is Mystic Radio, and we'll be back with more callers after these messages.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com, or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now. Robin is offering a new service for clients, a Reiki Week with Robin Alexis. Having a Reiki Week with Robin is amazing. She takes you to places inside of yourself that you never knew existed. Whatever issues you might have, Robin is able to look at them from many perspectives, including the influence of your past lives, your higher purpose, your soul contracts, and your overall well-being. Robin works with her team of ascended masters, archangels, and spirit guides who will assist you as needed. Monday through Friday, Robin sends you remote Reiki for 1 hour each day. Then, via text, she sends you detailed and specific information about what she clairvoyantly saw during your private 1-hour session that day. Robin's Reiki Week can transform your life and help you to open up to your truth, your love, and give you a higher perspective. Schedule your Reiki Week with Robin Alexis now. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule now.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
I am Robin Alexis. I write books because I am so concerned about what is going on in the world today. I cannot stay idle and do nothing while children are being murdered in their schools and homes. I feel each of us can make a difference by choosing love as the energy behind our everyday decisions. When 51% of an energy goes in one direction, the other 49% has to follow. I've written 3 books: Spirit Lady, The Gift of Robin Song, Raising Humanity, Why We All Must Remember, and the book for everybody, Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns. Choose love, and please read my books. You matter more than you realize. Go to Amazon.com and search Robin Alexis to find these books. And thank you so much for choosing love.
Going against the grain has never been this much fun. Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical, Mount Shasta, California. If it's Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio this week.
Well, and I certainly hope that you are getting excited to want to schedule a one-on-one phone session with me or a Reiki week with me. You can call Bob at 530-859-2499 to book those, or you can visit robinalexis.com. Now, when you do go to my website, we've been talking earlier about the Reiki healing portals, and I do channel some interesting things in the blogs. But during the break, I started channeling something about my next book that I will talk about in a moment.
Well, if you have a metaphysical question for Robin today, now's the time. Pick up the phone. I know you think about it, so do it now. The toll-free number anywhere in the country is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527.
Now, you can find my first 3 books at Amazon. You just go to Robin Alexis author, and you will find them. The third book, Raising Humanity, Why We All Must Remember, is presently being created into an audiobook, so that will be available probably before September 11th, because that book is a lot about that particular date. The fourth book I am putting together is called A Conversation with Extraterrestrials. And today I'm having a lot of contact with extraterrestrials, and there is someone listening to this show right now who I'm going to send a message out to, and you will know who you are. It is to one individual who's listening. You are going to be meeting the extraterrestrials on the Golden Bridge that is in the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and that will be happening sometime this afternoon. You will be transported to a intergalactic meeting that will be taking place this afternoon and evening inside of Mount Shasta. It's going to be with a group of several different galactic Federation groups, and there's going to be a lot of things discussed about humans and their communications with intergalactic beings and how it is all unfolding. So I have a suspicion that as I continue to finish this book, Conversations with Extraterrestrials, the ET medium in me is going to be showing up, and there's some people who will be getting messages. Bob?
And we have an important Mystic Radio announcement. On Friday, July 28th, which is a week from this Friday, the live call-in version of Mystic Radio for free on-air readings will be moving to 11 a.m. 11 a.m. on Fridays. So mark your calendar for Friday, July 28th at 11 a.m. for the live call-in version of Mystic Radio for your free on-air readings. Now, Rob and I are very excited about moving to Fridays at 11 a.m., and we will have some exciting new format changes that we are sure that you will enjoy in our new time period. So remember, mark your calendars for live call-in version of Mystic Radio moving to Fridays at 11 a.m. a week from this Friday, July 28th. This is Mystic Radio. We're very excited about that. And now we're excited to get back to our callers. And we have Becky. Eric. That's right. You're going to do this. Hi, Eric.
Hey, you are correct. We do have Becky on the line calling from Seattle today.
Thanks, Eric. Welcome to Mystic Radio. Becky, you're on with Robin Alexis.
Oh, hello. I'm so excited to be able to come back 2 weeks in a row. And are we losing Eric because you're moving to Friday as opposed to Eric is leaving the station?
No, Eric is staying there. We'll just be dealing with Benny, who handles the programs before 12 noon. So
on Fridays, right?
On Friday. Well, he does it every day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Eric comes in at 12, right, Eric?
Into the studio at 12. Yes, you're correct.
Yes. So Eric will always be there, or he'll be there for as long as he wants to be. But it was great working with Eric, and just amazing over these last 15 years. So, okay, Becky, here's Robin.
Oh, hello there. So I'm calling a follow-up. I actually have a question about my heart, but I want to tell you that I haven't had any vertigo or weird visual things since I talked to you last week. The only residual I have is that when I lay down at night, then I get a little bit of swirly in my head, and I think that's slowly going away.
Okay, well, that is a very exciting medical intuitive follow-up, and it's very, very exciting. So now what's going on with your heart, Becky?
Well, I called a while back, and you said something about, what's going on in your heart is not my own energy, but I have a high amount of plaque. It's called a high calcium score of over 1,000.
Wow.
And also a aortic thoracic aneurysm, which is a little too small to have surgery, but it's close. And I was like, what? This just all showed up like 2 years ago. And I sort of think it's similar to vertigo in that they say you cannot just get rid of that plaque or the high calcium in the vessels. It takes like 30 years to get rid of it.
Okay, well, let's see if we can change that. So the first thing I'd like you to do, Becky, is I want you to ask the calcium that is so pronounced in your heart, that's been discovered by science, is that your calcium, someone else's calcium, or a combination of somebody else's calcium?
Well, I'm getting a big no, but I know that I've been trying to take in a lot of calcium because I thought I needed it, but not necessarily to move it into my heart. What are you seeing?
Well, when you said no, what did you mean? That it's not yours?
I think so, because,
okay,
you know, it's like sometimes you ask a question and you get like a positive, and I got a no, like a backing away from it, like no, stay away from it, or I'm not sure.
So if it's not yours, the first thing we need to do is ask it to leave. So let's see if this is just a this lifetime issue that you've been a calcium carrier for someone else. And I do get it's just this lifetime. So then we call upon, let's call upon it in a different way than I normally do. If it be thy will, may the powers of nature converge around Becky's heart and remove any energy that's contributing for her body to express calcium inappropriately in her heart. And if it be thy will, may the powers of nature converge and bring in energy of support to bring what is supposed to be energetically in Becky's heart to create the highest and holiest energy and create the most benevolent outcomes in all ways. And I'm hearing different songs and sounds and music and things inside of your heart, and I'm going inside of the calcium itself. And it appears that inside of the calcium there's another life form. And so I'm going to ask that life form where it needs to go. And it says it doesn't need to be in Becky anymore. It didn't even mean to get lodged in there. And so where does this being need to go? Okay, how about being who's in the calcium, who's in the heart of Becky that's leaving? Can you simply go to your own higher self and go on to your own next high holy place, wherever that happens to be? Yes. Okay, so let's continue to imagine that you've had some sort of life form stuck in your heart that was somehow creating this calcium, none of it meant to be there, and now it has the freedom to go wherever it is in its own highest and holiest. It can take the energy debris of the calcium, and then we called upon the nature beings to bring into your heart that which is in your highest and holiest with the most benevolent frequencies for your heart. Okay, now I'm going over. You said there's an aneurysm in your heart?
It's the thoracic arch, aortic arch.
Okay. Okay, let me see what I can do with that. Bob's saying I have time. Okay, good. So aortic arch. Let's see, is that energy yours, someone else's, or a combination? Do you get an answer on that one, Becky?
Maybe a mixed. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling it like it's mostly not yours either. Let's find out if that energy is connected to the other part of the story that was going on. And I'm getting that it is. So I'm seeing there it goes. I can actually already feel that one starting to lift up and out. So any filaments between you and those other life forms, we want to make sure that your filaments are correctly in you, their filaments are correctly in them. Any place where you might have been corded to them because you would have assumed their energy was your energy, we need all of that to be pulled up by the roots, and if it can be purified in the holy fire, let's do that, and let's ask for, if it be thy will, that Becky's heart is in its most pristine place with ease and grace. And there you go. I can feel an energy shift. What do you feel, Becky?
I feel a calm.
Beautiful. Well, that's where we'll be.
I'm going to jump in here. And Becky, I've had the same situation. I had a calcium deposit in my shoulder years ago, and I was concerned that the calcium I was taking was the calcium that was in my shoulder. And I was told by the doctor, years and years ago, that they did not have a relationship. The calcium I was taking for my better health was not the calcium that built up in my shoulder, and I had to have it removed. So I just wanted to say that. And I also wanted to say that I'm very excited that you've had such great results from one call on the radio, which is 5 to 10 minutes with Robin Alexis, and that you have so many things that were released from that call.
Yes, and Becky, I think you might be a surrogate caller, meaning that I think a lot of human bodies do this weird thing with calcium. And so if we're discovering that weird thing that our human bodies do with calcium is because there's some beings that get stuck in us that don't know how to get out and go on their way, let's do a surrogate healing that anyone who's willing to receive that, receive it, whether they're non-human or human, whatever it is, anyone willing to receive the healing. And there we go. That feels better. I see some wings. All right, Becky. So many blessings, and may you continue to get healthy.
And call in a week from Friday to our new Friday show.
Yeah, let us know how you are.
Mystic
That'd
Radio,
be cool.
11 a.m. on Fridays, starting a week from this Friday on July 28th. Becky, thanks for the call. Many blessings and many healings to you, and I hope you feel better. If you have a metaphysical question for Robin Alexis today, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We will be back after these messages. This is Mystic Radio.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now.
What is an intuitive life coach? A professional who can help you access your intuition and use intuition to improve your life. Robin Alexis has been assisting people to know, trust, and act upon their own intuitive knowing for over 25 years. She's discovered that getting a past life reading is one of the best ways to connect with your own intuition. Why? Because intuition comes from the soul collective memory of all your past lives, not just what you experienced in one lifetime. Robin Alexis is one of the premier past life readers on the planet today. Set your goal now to let Robin Alexis read your past lives. It will enhance your intuitive knowing. Don't let another year go by that you ignore this gift from within yourself. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule or purchase your session in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com. If your intuition is nudging you to schedule a past life reading with Robin Alexis, don't wait. Do it now.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy, and I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code, and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
Wanting to get wrapped up in a good book, but just don't have the time to sit down and enjoy reading? Robin Alexis now has her book, Spirit Lady, The Gift of Robin Song, available as an audiobook. Listen along to Robin's extraordinary experiences that led her to become the metaphysical mother she is today. You can find Robin Alexis's book, Spirit Lady, The Gift of Robin Song, on Amazon, Audible, and iTunes.
Working hard to put a smile on your face. Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical, Mount Shasta, California. If it's Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday this week, it's Mystic Radio. And to get one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can call us at 530-859-2499 or visit robinalexis.com and book your private one-on-one session in the Mystic store. And while you're on the website, you can have free Reiki healings and discover tantalizing information in Robin's blogs on Facebook at Robin Alexis. Let's get back to our calls, and we've got Eric to announce it today.
Let's talk to Gene in Seattle.
Hi, Gene. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for holding on so long.
You're welcome. I drove all the way from Seattle to Marysville.
Oh, my gosh. How can we help you?
Well, thank you, Robin, for taking the call. So I'm finding myself in a bit of a state of worry, and it feels like it's confusion. And I've made some major decisions in the last few weeks, to sell my house at a time when I'm wanting to do it this summer.
Okay, so what's your question?
The question is, how can I change my state, my outlook to be positive so that I can actually execute on my plan? I'm finding myself sort of frozen and not able to do the things that need to be done.
Okay, well, I'm going to help you live on the air, but I'm also going to recommend that you schedule a session with Joy Air, and we give out her information on the show regularly. The part I want to address is the frequency of worry. In my understanding, worry is not actually like a human emotion. To me, it's a parasitic program, and parasitic programs live in the electrical frequencies, and they feed off the magnetic fields. They get lodged in our spinal column, and we begin to think and feel and judge ourselves as if that's really who we are. So that's where I'm going to go, is to see if, so the first thing I'm looking at is this parasitic programming in here. Is this something that you've been running for multiple incarnations? And it is. So lucky for you, we're going to go into the karmic boardroom, go in with your high self, the overlighting diva of your karmic boards. There you are. You're in the room. And then across from the table from you, we're going to have Archangel Michael bring in whoever the being is that is tossing you parasitic programs that you are innocently grabbing onto and then running from. And I do see some sort of a life form. It is a humanoid-looking creature, but I don't really even know what species it is. But what I'm looking at is, did you ever actually agree to, participate in this? Did you agree with this being ever to be a recipient of parasitic programs? And the answer that I'm getting is yes. So now what we need to know is, did you know when you made that agreement? Actually, I'm getting a yes. So let's go a little bit further. Did that being give you all the details, or did he just sugarcoat it and so you went along with it thinking that being was telling you the truth? Yes. So in that regards, this guy tricked you, whoever he is, because he didn't tell you everything. It's kind of like signing an insurance policy, right? You don't really know what you're signing. So what you're doing right now is you're nulling and voiding out any agreements that you made, knowingly or unknowingly, to receive parasitic programs, and you are getting all of those parasitic programs out of your field, past, present, parallel future, throughout all time, space, and beyond, 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. You're nulling and voiding it all out, and you're furthermore nulling and voiding out anyone ever tricking you like that again. So you're just taking the lesson of, okay, there's beings in the universe who might look or sound benevolent, but they're false light, and you just you don't want anything to do with those kinds of things. You know they exist. You don't need to know it again. There you go. Can you feel your energy shifting?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to hand all these documents over to who's in the room with you that we can hand it to. Oh, and this is interesting. You have Melchizedek in there. I've never seen that before. And he is taking all of these agreements that you made that you're nulling and voiding out, and he's putting them in the holy fire, and so that there will be nothing left. And you're actually already standing up, and the other creature is being taken out by Archangel Michael. You're coming out of the karmic boardroom, and you're coming back into your own body. And there you go. You look null and void of all of those energies. Now, you may go through a cleansing for like another 72 hours, it looks like, maybe 48, but I'd go on the longer side of 72, where you may find yourself being really emotional, overreactive. You might want to drink a lot of water, take really, really good care of yourself, because especially where this was a karmic pattern, you just want to really honor that you've kind of exfoliated that from your soul's experiences. So let's see here. How do you feel now?
Oh man, I just feel like there's nothing that's going to stop me now.
Good. Okay. So next thing is, I really would recommend you start working with Joy Air. She's very, very adept. I had a session with her myself this week that was absolutely stunning. And I'm sure Bob will give out her phone number again. No, not before the end of the show. So we're going to have to, if you didn't pick it up, just go ahead and maybe email Bob at robinalexis.com, and then he can give you the number.
Okay.
And it's in the commercial coming up. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bless you.
Okay, this is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com. That's robinalexis.com, or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. 6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
Real people, real life, real radio. Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it's Wednesday today or Friday, our new show, or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio. To schedule appointments with Robin Alexis, you can call me at 530-859-2499 or check out the Mystic Store at our website, robinalexis.com. And you can follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. Well, we want to thank all our wonderful callers today. You make the show what it is, and a really heartfelt thank to Eric back in the studio for flying this bus for us here at Mystic Radio for the last 15 years. Thank you, Eric, for your professionalism and how great you have been.
And I love your voice. I hope you'll keep voicing commercials, and you have such integrity, and thank you. And thank you, everybody who's joined us on Wednesdays, and you're invited to Fridays at 11.
And don't forget, a week from this Friday, July 28th, the live call-in version of Mystic Radio will be taking your calls, and we are moving to 11 a.m. on Fridays, a week from this Friday, so mark your calendars. Thanks again to all our wonderful callers. Now, we will see you on Friday, July 28th at 11 a.m. for our live call-in show. We are now closing this sacred hour of healing with Robin Alexis on Mystic Radio today. Mystic Radio has been brought to you by Freedom with Joy. We'll see you next Friday, a week from this week. This is Mystic Radio.